playing Vindictus, all that good stuff. I'm just doing the story quest. All that good jazz as far as that goes. Figured I'd show just what normally you wouldn't see as far as, you know, character progression and all that good stuff. There is no real subject or anything. It's just general gameplay and me playing the game. That's basically it. And I've already said if I'm available, that's what I'll be doing. So, it is what it is. After my last stream, I will let the dust settle a little bit before I do anything else. As far as all that good jazz. Other than just doing this. And I will also mention, in fact, I didn't even notice I changed the title, so that was why I was kind of required to do that. But that was my own folly within that, so I apologize for that. I noticed only after I started the video I never changed the title, so I had to keep to what was the title. Even though it was intended to be just a general gameplay and turned into something else. It is what it is. So I just continued on to what I was doing in the previous. This is a general gameplay, so there won't be any of that within this. I have multiple games I play, so I just rotate between them and all that. Within what it is, I feel I need to rotate between them. You like that? Well, okay. Well, if you don't, well, too bad. Gotta keep myself entertained. I'm not concerned too much about you, other than inviting you. Other than that, well, it is what it is. Within even my YouTube videos and other things that I do, this is more of a record for myself than you. You seeing it, well, that's good and happy and all that good jazz. Whatever you may call that. It's more for myself than you. I just invite you. If you want to join me, then very well. If you don't, well, that's your thing. You know, all those people saying, "Oh, I can help you with this. Oh, I can help you with that." Already monetized on everything. Don't need your help. Already have people working upon what it is that I'm doing right now. That's part of the reason why I'm starting to stream a little bit more. And I've thought I'd just show the general, you know, character creation through everything else. For a lot of my content before all this, I didn't really show that. For whatever reason, I didn't feel it necessary. Well, now that I do, well, it is what it is. You like that? Very well. If you don't, well, okay, you don't like it. We know the point. We get it. Okay. Now that we're done with that, don't really care upon your opinion. to be honest. You have the right to have it, but that doesn't mean that I have to acknowledge upon the fact that you have it. Other than the fact that I know you have it. That's your choice? All that? Okay, well, you have your voice. Something logical? Well, then, well, we can see where that may go. If not, well, it is what it is. Not too concerned. I'm just generally going through my story quest, getting all my characters to the same point, and then rinse and repeat at this point. I'm just showing you that at this point. If you want to join me, cool. If you don't, well, that's you. Whatever. Not too concerned with it. I know that may sound somewhat disrespectful, but you know what? After all these YouTube and Twitch promoters that I have dealt with, well, all I gotta say is you don't even know what I do in general. Okay, I started just now after over at least a year and a half to 2 years of doing my Twitch of game general game content, okay? It doesn't matter if you see a game or if you do not see a game. I do what it is I do. Okay? You can either like that or you can dislike it. Okay? For those that happen to have listened or all that to what it is that I do, I apologize to you for one reason, for the folly of the places that allowed me to post what it is that I did under the pretext for what it is that they set as a genre for what it is. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, I once had my things that I do as far as my motivational poetry posted on music distributors under spoken word, which that alone should foretell to the fact that there is no music involved. Long and behold, they false advertised for what a genre that was available. So now I gotta find a different distributor. And funny thing about it is, I found another one, and guess what? They have the same genre, and I can almost guarantee you, if I were to put that without any music, which actually, technically speaking, me doing my poetry is considered music, just within a different rhythmic pattern, which is determined by the vocal rhythm pattern, still considered music, no matter if there is backing behind it or not. Of course, I have sent them a message, and I very specifically mentioned that within the message. If you set that as a genre, you better expect someone's going to think or insinuate upon the fact there's no need for music. Spoken word means spoken word, not nothing in between, not sorry. DistroKid, you are totally going to be getting some bad simplicity, just like I said. If you're one that actually speaks like I do, and under the thing, and here's the thing, within what genre you would expect, would you? Spoken word is spoken word, not with music included. Doesn't matter for what you claim as your contract and all that stupid jazz. By saying or having that available, you pertain for what you claim to be available. Sorry. Bye-bye niceness. Hello. Might as well just fucking see the truth for what it is, Discord. Or not Discord, I'm sorry. DistroKid. See it for what it is. Spoken word is spoken word. Not music with. Sorry, that's not a genre within that, is there? Spoken word is spoken word, not anything in between. If you offer that genre within what it is that you can upload, if there's no music, guess what? Within that, I have fulfilled all contracts and all things within that is within your terms. So you taking down for what you claim to be within your terms is folly. And I call you for your arrogant folly. I said you would get bad. Guess what? You're gonna. And here's another thing I wish to mention. Poetry is one of the few roots of music. You cannot have amongst many genres of music without poetry to be part of that root of that music. Even without, for what I had put on there, you cannot put without a doubt, because of the rhythmic way that it happened to have been said or conveyed, that it was not music upon this day. No matter if it is produced with a sound or an instrument, poetry is still music. If you deny that, you deny many artists for what it is that you promise to provide with that. Your falsity and your folly will be shown for what it is. What's the matter, Distro Kid? Do not like for the fact that I show you for what it is?
I've never seen Shakar lay a trap.
You think they've kept Clodagh alive?
I'm sure of it.
I had declared upon the fact. Many messages. You should already know that.
What's he talking about? Prepare for battle.
General rules upon general gameplay. And for what it is that you have declared is available genre upon this day. What's the matter? Do not like the truth? Do not go your way? As a genre that says spoken word, what does that pertain to? For when you claim for that to be a genre, you'll have to give me a minute. Sorry about that. But I mean, really, look at that. As a genre, what does that pertain to? Is that not false advertising for what is available to from you? Is it? Is it not? How can you judge such things and be fair upon that spot? Hmm? Spoken word as a genre. Maybe you might want to think twice about saying that is available genre. Even within what it is that was put. There was rhythmic patterns for what was put. Is that not music? Rhythm is music. No matter if it is produced by instrument or by your voice. Can you tell me that within what it is that I produce with my voice, it's not within a pattern? For what I produce with my voice, does not matter if there is something behind it or not. It is still considered music upon this spot. What's the matter, my friend? Do not like the truth of the matter? Is it something that you maybe miscomprehend? Is it that you did not understand, for even amongst what was said or produced, if there is a pattern that happens to be produced, it is music for what it is that you hear, even if there are sounds behind it or not for what you hear. Distro Kid? Can you tell without a shadow of a doubt that I do not speak with a pattern? You will have folly if it is you say I do not speak with a pattern. Try to claim that it is not rhythmic in what it is I say. Have you not paid attention, nor have you not listened upon this day? Put music upon what it is I say. You will easily notice there is a pattern for what it is I happen to say. It's not hard to notice, for only ones that are uneducated and within folly will they not notice. A root of music, many genres and other things that you have declared as some of the best music would not be so, for if it was not this root. So, within the spoken word, for what genre you say, and have declared is available upon this day, do I speak music to you upon this day. For the way that I say, or the way that I happen to convey. Is it mere speech? Is it normal as another happens to portray their speech? Distro Kid. You ever take the time, a few seconds to listen? Or did you just have something as your folly that is against light for you to listen? If you think you will get away with upon what it is that you have done, you are far from what it is you have done. For that is one thing that you have happened to have spoken. Even within what it is that you claim to have rejected, for what it is I have spoken, it is not upon a speech. It is amongst music I happen to speak. Pay attention to the patterns and the way that it happens to be said. Your folly, it will be shown, and it will be shown to be dead. Do you like that double-edged sword to be upon your chin? Are you sure upon the fact from the start to the end? That for what you have declared to be a speech, what's that rhythmic speech? That is declared as music. For within a rhythm, it can be declared as music. No matter if there is noise or not behind it, it is music regardless for what is or is not behind it.
Oh, hello.
What's the matter, my friend? Do not like the proof for what it is in the end? Does that matter if it seems as it is a riddle to you? For what is, and is able to be proven as truth, it is for what it is. No matter if you like it for what it is. What's the matter, my friend? Distro Kid, you will not have my support in the end. Falsely advertised and available genre. According to what would be propelled by that genre. Spoken word and nothing less. Nothing more and nothing less. If it were that I were to speak in rhythmic speech, would it be considered as a normal speech? Or would it be considered as one that would be considered as this? Music as it is, I happen to do what it is I do with this. Pay attention, for there is a beat and a bass drum. It's just you may not be able to perceive or understand the bass drum. Or understand for what it is that is the snare. Even within what it is I speak, no matter if it is or not there. There is the bass drum and for the snare. And anything else that might be allotted or needed to be there. For what it is that I speak, it is within. For what music would be considered. But the only difference is, it is not an instrument, but it is speech. Pay attention to all that I have said. You will notice a pattern for what it is I have said. What's the matter? Discord. Or Distro Kid, sorry, my friend. I always confuse those two. For whatever reason, they're similar names. Seems that I'm missing a story quest somewhere. And I'm not sure where. Apparently, you're not able to tell the truth of the story as well. For you would be able to tell if you were to listen to my speech as well, that there was more to what it is that my voice happened to tell. For there was music included in it, within the pattern that happens to be within it. Even within what it is that you may or may not comprehend. You cannot say or declare, for what it is I say with the pattern that you listen to here, that it is not music. The only difference is you do not hear the music. But do you wish to? I can oblige with you. Do you not? Do you neglect the fact that I listen to music in the spot? I can easily change for what it is you hear. Is it better now that you hear the music for what it is than it is for here? Do you not know, for I listen to music as it is I do for what it is I do here? Or is it that I just wish to not have copyright issues? Is it information that is uneducated to you? Of course it is. For you do not know for the truth of what it is. No matter. We will continue regardless of this matter. For even amongst that, you may not understand this matter. So why would it be that you do not see that it was music that was produced by me? Just because it is no music or other sound you happen to hear or see. I wonder, is it something that you comprehend, or is it something you do not? Makes me wonder, do you even comprehend what true music is, or do you not? Look what you have done. Now I have to listen to for what background is done. Normally, I do not listen to such things. I wonder, will there be an influence amongst these such things? Would it be that amongst these things? For the truth of what I speak, will it be that it is seen? I wonder. Would it not be? Would it be there'd be amongst you? Tragedy that happened to be seen amongst you? For what it is that you have declared with such things to not be true amongst what you have advertised amongst your things. Is it something else is why you wish to not allow? Pay attention to the voice. you will notice a pattern amongst the voice. If there is a pattern, it is considered music, is it not? No matter if it is with your voice or with an instrument, is it not? Do you not comprehend, or could you understand what it is I do? Do you even comprehend? Could you, or was you? Would it matter if you did? I don't mind showing this partway through my video. But it's not something that you will see or hear through most of my videos. But why it is I do for what it is I do. These are the things I listen to as it is I speak to you. Considering I'm showing that, I might as well change it for what it is. Now, as it is that you stand for what might be right, no matter for what it is that it is you happen to fight, no matter if it is ones think or misunderstand for what it is that is actually right, do not back down for what it is that is your fight. No matter for what it is that they happen to perceive, for their ability or comprehension for what it is they perceive, cannot be for what is truth. No matter for what it is, if it is you listen for what it is I say, you will hear the truth. Always a pattern for what it is I say to you. No matter for what listen I. Music. No matter for what it is you hear for voice or for what is produced from the music. Distro Kid, you made a fatal mistake. For root of music is what is made with your mouth upon this day. Even upon the pattern or the way. I told you you would get bad publicity from me. Well, for this, the proof of that you will see. What's the matter? Do you not like the fact that you can match up for what it is I say when you hear the music for what it is that is that? Pay attention closely. For what amongst the rhythm do you hear closely? No matter for what it is you hear. No matter for what it is that you happen to think, or for what it is that you think is here. No matter if it is that you wish to know, or no matter if it is you know. Can you, without a doubt, say that I'm not singing to this without a doubt? And singing is one of the parts that are music. Can you declare upon the fact what it is I say without is or is not music? So, to say that it does not fit within your whatever is speaking in a rhythmic pattern still considered music? Or is it not? Could not be a root of music if it was not. Uneducated, arrogant, very misplaced genres. So arrogant. Spoken word is still within what it is. Do you like the truth for what it is? So, DistroKid, do you still think it's just mere speech? Or did you notice the rhythmic? As it is, I prove to you how it is I speak. For every single one that happened to have been produced and shown, for this exact way it was produced. Within what it is that I was listening to at the time, that is how it was produced. Can you see the folly of your way? Can you see upon the fact? Even with speech, there is music produced upon this day. No matter what it is that is behind it. If you listen carefully, it goes along with the music that is behind it. Just because it is I have not shown it, does that mean within the rhythmic pattern of the voice that had shown it, it was not within what it is that is within your standard? Showing music is within your standard. Is it not? Pinpoint upon the fact you were wrong with your decision with that. What's the matter? DistroKid. I do not recommend anyone to DistroKid. No matter for what it is they produce, they will not honor for what music you produce. No matter if it is through your voice or through what it is that is your fingers or anything else that is representation of what it is that is your voice. For within the forefront is usually within the vocals, which is within the forefront. They not only false advertise, within what it is they stand, it is lies. For root of music is produced with your voice. For the main part of music is listened to. It is produced by your voice. For it is the loudest part of all music. It does not matter for what is behind you. If it is within your voice, your produced music, do not go with Discord. Or DistroKid, sorry. For they will not support your music. For they will claim it is against. Even though music, one of the roots they stand against. I warned you, you would get bad simplicity. How do you like it? What's the matter? The proof of the fact that it is rooted in music? Does it matter, or does it not? Do we even listen to what it is that is being played behind me at this spot? Does it match up? Does it not? Do we even know if it does, or if it does not? Can it be that these are mistaken? For they thought it was just a mere speech, for they were mistaken. For if it was rhythmic, can it be considered a speech, for it was rhythmic? Even amongst spots, I might just talk normal. But my question is, even with that, if it was you were to hear for what it is that I was speaking to, would you still think that I was speaking normal? I don't mind showing for what I actually listen to, why it is I do. But here's the thing. Amongst what it is that you recently denied, if it were you were to listen, there was music behind it, and you cannot deny. Even within the root of music, you gonna tell me that my rhythmic speech is not music? Excuse me, you will tell every single rapper that their stuff is not music. Do you not know that poetry is rap within music? Did you know that? Pay attention to what it is they rap. How else does it sound so smooth? How else can you get such smooth and arrogant moves? Or ones that happen to be clever? For these things you must be smooth and clever. You must be one that is able to speak in a smooth way to where it sounds rhythmic for what it is you speak. No matter if it is you rhyme or not. At that point, you could be a rapper no matter what. Let's see, well, go ahead and change that. You might have to hear commercials or whatever. I apologize for that. But we'll get to the matter of this. So that, well, DistroKid can truthfully understand the matter of this.
Most people have no clue that in 2023 the best way to make money on Amazon is not with physical products.
I'll skip that. No matter the truth you happen to see, no matter for what it is that you think that is the truth you see, it can easily be told for what it is, no matter for what it happens to be or for what it is. No matter if it is that you understand, no matter upon where it is that you happen to stand, no matter where it is that you can ever stand. Within rhythmic speech, where is it that you can stand? Not always easy to know that. No matter what it is that you need to know that. Some think it's music. Some think it's not. But the question is there the rhythm or is there not? Not always easy for ones to tell. But when it is that you notice a rhythmic pattern, you can definitely tell. No matter if it is that they are ones that are blind or not. At that point, there is no denying upon the rhythmic pattern nor not. So, DistroKid, did you actually listen to what it is that you claim to be not music? Why it is that you claim to have listened? Or is it that you did not? I wonder if it is that you even notice what it is that is my music pattern upon this spot. Is it on timing or is it not? Is it something that you could comprehend or is it something that, because of your lack of music, you could not? I wonder if it is something that, even amongst ones that are advanced, could even understand for what it is that is, for what it is that is advanced. Or would it be that you would not? I wonder if it is that you even understand upon this spot. Course, hearing within what it is that is the game is distracting me for what it is I hear other than what it is that is the game. But what would happen if it was I were to try that again and mute the game? Do you wish to hear for what it is? I'm pretty sure there are settings for what it is. Shall we try it again? Let's see, where are our settings for such things as that? Okay, we set that just for purposes of this. We'll do this, so the only thing we can hear is the music and me speak. Let's see if that changes for the rhythmic pattern that I happen to speak. Shall we investigate for what it is that Distro Kid did not take the time to investigate? So I wonder if it is that you notice for the rhythmic pattern, for what it is that you may not notice. No matter for what it is that you stand for, it is that right that you should have to stand for. No matter if it is something that is hard to prove, or if it is something that amongst the hardest it is to prove. It is something that is for you, that is required to do. No matter if it is your voice. No matter if it is that with rhythmic speech you happen to use your voice. If it is one that happens to say, it is not music, you can declare upon the fact, and you can prove upon the day that it is music, no matter upon what it is they say. For upon poetry and the rhythmic pattern for what it is you happen to say is music, no matter for what it is they might think, no matter for what it is that with their miseducated idea they happen to think. Pay attention to the way I speak to you, and you'll notice that I speak to you in a way that is within a pattern. It doesn't matter if you even understand the pattern that I happen to speak to you. Do you even notice the pattern I speak to you? Or is it that you are blind? Or is it that you never could see upon this time? First time I've tried that, by the way. But my question is this, upon this day. Pay attention when the clicks hit. When is it that my voice happens to hit? Does it fit within the pattern of what is being said? Is it something that within the pattern that I have or happen to have said fit within what it is? Or is it for what it is? Even within the off patterns, if you've noticed, I've followed a very specific and difficult pattern. For ones that might have noticed, or for ones that have not, you will notice I speak in a very rhythmic speech in this spot. So, was it be right that the ones say that within what it is that I have put. Is it rhythmic speech for what it is that I have happened to have put? Is it that it is not? Have you noticed that there is a rhythmic speech pattern for what it is I say and for what it is I have not? No matter for what it is that is within the pattern, you cannot deny that there is a very specific pattern. No matter if it is that you have thinking that it is or if it is that it is not, you cannot deny there is a pattern and there is not. So, to say that there was music not, would they be right? Would they be wrong? Would it be that their speculation and for what it is they have said is right or not? Even before I showed you for what music. Of course, I was intentionally trying to go along with the music. Never really tried that.
At Dillon's, the proven quality of Kroger brand products will make you feel like you're winning. And at lower than low prices, you'll save at
Anyway.
checkout too. Dillon's.
I'll listen to another one while I'm doing that. Might as well. I already have it activated to where you can hear it. Generally speaking, I don't allow you to hear it. Because I try not to have copyright issues and other things. It's the only reason why I do not allow such things. But in truth, for what it is I have explained or shown to you, within that, is there truth? Enough to wear a double-edged sword can cut through for what it is that they say is truth, and can for you see the sword. No matter if it is you hear what it is I listen to or not. Can you say I do not follow a rhythmic pattern that is music, or can you not? Very easy to tell for what it is. No matter if it is spoken or played, you can tell the difference between normal speech and music upon this day. Pay attention to the pattern for what it is that happened to have say. Or the way that it happened to be conveyed. Can you truthfully say that it is a mere speech upon this day? Or is it music? The root of what it is that you declare you put in front of your customers as a music distributor that you claim to be? Or is it that you cannot see for what music is in front of you or me? No matter if there is played with hands or played with lips, there is music that is able to be played with lips. Otherwise, you would never hear a single person sing. Can you not hear and distinguish when there is one that happen to have seen? It can be heard and it can be seen. Within the rhythmic pattern for what it is they happen to say, it usually fits within the music that they listen to or is backing them upon that day. What happens if it is they do not show you that? Can you say there is not music that backs them when it is they happen to show you that? You think that I speak out of the pattern for no reason? Of course, you do not hear the listen or able to listen to the music I listen. Can you? For you do not know for what it is I listen. Normally, that is so. But, well, I do not mind letting you know. So, Distro Kid, for what it is that I had put, can you declare that it was not music I put? Did you listen to the pattern? For music, it is a pattern. No matter if you like to admit it or not. Vocals without music are still music upon this spot. You cannot declare anything different than that. Or to know music, you know not. For rhythmic speech, it is one of the roots of music.
Will it be that you
speak.
choose to listen? Did I post it at the right time for you to listen?
Oh, that looks like all the time I have for now. So,
Or
until
would you
next
turn
time.
away as it is you choose